safer world is possible, and together we can and will make it happen. Thank you.
When you show up in community, you find that group that makes you feel like home, but oftentimes you also find yourself again.
Hello and a warm welcome to Sussexful. I'm your host, Emma, and today we have some exciting and eye-opening updates to share. If you love and support Harry and Meghan, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Sussexful. The Invictus Games are coming to the UK next year, and let's be honest, call me cynical, but it's hard not to imagine the royal family and the UK media scrambling for PR and headlines. What kind of king would dare to no-show for UK veterans? With that institution, there's always an agenda. Meanwhile, our hero Harry doesn't need the crumbling monarchy of his and her laziness. Harry and Meghan are thriving on their own terms, building Archewell Foundation and their successful as-ever products, creating real impact and legacy. And now, a bombshell twist. King Charles has made an unexpected and bold decision regarding Harry. Reports say Charles is planning a public appearance with Prince Harry, even as William throws furious tantrums behind palace walls. Experts are shutting William down, saying Charles has finally chosen his path with Harry, leaving the palace shaken and the world watching closely. It's a game-changing moment, and we're here to break it down. So let's dive in and explore the full story together. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Sussexful for more updates and truth about Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. The announcement of the Invictus Games coming to the UK next year has all the hallmarks of a carefully orchestrated PR move by the royal family. As the host country, it would be unthinkable for the king to be a no-show at such an event honoring the sacrifices of military veterans. The Windsors know full well the optics and positive publicity they can milk from this opportunity. After all, the institution has a long history of leveraging military connections and veteran causes for their own benefit. And with the ongoing tensions and divisions within the royal family, they'll be desperate to project an image of unity and purpose. No doubt the UK media will be falling over themselves to secure exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes access, all in the name of celebrating the Invictus spirit. But the cynic in me can't help but wonder, how much of this is genuinely about supporting wounded warriors, and how much is simply about bolstering the monarchy's reputation and public standing? With the Sussexes building their own charitable endeavors, the Windsors will be eager to reclaim the narrative and prove their relevance. Ultimately, it seems the Invictus Games are just the latest arena for the royal family's never-ending PR games. With the Invictus Games slated to take place in the UK next year, speculation is rife about the potential PR agenda of the royal family. Given the prestige and global attention the event commands, there are high expectations that the reigning monarch will make an appearance to lend their support. After all, as the host nation, it would be quite remarkable if the UK's sovereign were to forego attending such an important celebration of wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women. However, in the eyes of some observers, the royal family's involvement likely stems from a desire to leverage the inherent goodwill and positive publicity surrounding the games. Regardless of the underlying motivations, the spotlight will undoubtedly shine brightly on the royals, providing ample opportunity for carefully curated photo ops and feel-good media narratives. As the world watches, the UK government and palace officials will no doubt be working overtime to ensure the event reflects positively on the monarchy and the nation as a whole. The royal family's apparent hunger for positive media coverage and sensational news stories, well, it really does raise some serious questions about their underlying motives. It seems they view events like the upcoming Invictus Games as, honestly, just PR opportunities, rather than genuine displays of support for war veterans. The rather cynical suggestion that the king himself might actually skip such an important event for the UK's military community speaks volumes about the institution's priorities. After all, what kind of monarch would fail to attend a celebration of our nation's heroes? This smacks of an agenda driven more by self-interest than by any real concern for the well-being of the people. The royal family's track record of putting their own image and power above all else? well, it makes it pretty difficult to trust their true intentions, even when it comes to causes that seem noble on the surface. As the founder of the Invictus Foundation, Prince Harry has maintained a strong and unwavering commitment to supporting wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women. His involvement with the Invictus Games, a sporting event for these veterans, has been a source of both personal passion and public recognition. However, there are concerns that Harry's high-profile role could potentially overshadow the royal family's own agenda and public initiatives. With the Invictus Games coming to the UK next year, there are already speculations that the royal family and the British media will be eager to capitalize on the event for their own public relations and media scoops. Some argue that as the host country, the royal family simply cannot afford to have the future king absent from such an important event honoring UK veterans. Nonetheless, Harry's dedication to the Invictus cause remains a point of contention, as the institution of the monarchy navigates the rather delicate balance between its own interests and the public's admiration for the younger royal's humanitarian efforts. The Archewell Foundation, founded by Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, represents a distinct departure from the traditional initiatives of the royal family. Unlike the often staid and cautious approach of the monarchy, Archewell has embraced a more dynamic and modern philanthropic vision, focused on issues ranging from mental health and racial justice to sustainable development. The foundation has quickly established itself as a progressive force, unafraid to tackle complex societal challenges head-on. While the royal family's charitable efforts are often perceived as mere gestures of noblesse oblige, Archewell has demonstrated a genuine passion for enacting tangible change. This divergence in approach has not gone unnoticed, with the Foundation's bold initiatives drawing both praise and scrutiny from the ever-watchful UK media. As the Sussexes continue to forge their own path, the world is, frankly, left to ponder the implications of this new chapter in the royal family's history. King Charles has reportedly made a bold and unexpected decision regarding his son Prince Harry's involvement in the upcoming Invictus Games in the UK. According to royal experts, the king has decided to make a public appearance alongside Prince Harry at the event, even though there have been strong objections from Prince William. This move is being seen as a significant shift in the monarchy's approach to the ongoing tensions between the brothers. Experts are saying that Charles has finally taken a firm stance, prioritizing his relationship with Harry and the needs of the veteran community over what some are calling William's apparent tantrums. This decision is being hailed really as a game-changer for the institution, as the king seems to be asserting his authority and setting a new course that differs quite a bit from William's demands. The palace, it's said, is shaken by this development, while the public is watching closely to see just how the situation will unfold. Experts have speculated that Prince William, the future king, is absolutely furious over his father King Charles's decision to publicly appear with Prince Harry at the upcoming Invictus Games event in the United Kingdom. William is said to have thrown one of his infamous tantrums at the news, with royal commentators criticizing the Duke of Cambridge's, petulant behavior. While William may feel betrayed by his father's outreach to the estranged Prince Harry, the experts argue that Charles has finally taken control of the situation and made a bold, pragmatic move for the good of the monarchy. By engaging with Harry despite William's objections, the king is demonstrating a willingness to heal the rift in the family and present a united front for the British public. This calculated decision has left the palace shaken, but many believe it could be a game-changing moment that secures the future of the crown. The potential impact of Charles's decision to publicly appear with Prince Harry, despite William's objections, has sent shockwaves through the palace and, honestly, captivated the world's attention. This bold move by the new king signals a significant shift in the monarchy's handling of the ongoing tensions within the royal family. Royal experts are already weighing in, suggesting that Charles has finally taken a firm stance on the issue of Harry, putting the needs of the institution ahead of personal grievances. The upcoming Invictus Games in the United Kingdom will undoubtedly heighten the public's scrutiny of the royal family's actions, as the world watches to see how the new king navigates this delicate situation. There is an underlying sense that the monarchy's future hangs in the balance, with Charles's decision potentially setting the stage for a new era of transparency and reconciliation, or, further entrenchment of the family's divisions. As the drama unfolds, the spotlight remains firmly fixed on the House of Windsor, with the global audience eagerly anticipating the outcome of this critical juncture in the monarchy's history. The recent developments within the royal family have undoubtedly sent shockwaves through the palace. While the details of the reported shakeup remain a bit murky, it is clear that King Charles and his advisors are working to navigate this delicate situation with a measured and strategic approach. The palace's official handling of the matter has been one of cautious diplomacy, with carefully worded statements aimed at projecting an air of stability and control. Behind the scenes, however, there are no doubt intense discussions and negotiations taking place as the monarchy seeks to mitigate any potential damage to its reputation and public standing. With the eyes of the world upon them, the royal family must strike a careful balance, acknowledging the gravity of the situation while also reassuring the British public that the institution remains strong and unified. It is a high-stakes game of public relations, where every word and action is scrutinized for deeper meaning. The outcome of this palace drama will no doubt have lasting implications, both for the monarchy and the nation it serves. As the impending Invictus Games in the United Kingdom draws near, the royal family and the British media find themselves embroiled in a familiar dance of public relations and behind-the-scenes maneuverings. The cynical onlooker cannot help but sense an undercurrent of agendas at play within this venerable institution. After all, what kind of monarch would dare to be a no-show for an event honoring the nation's veterans? The Sussexes, having established their own Archewell Foundation, no longer require the crumbling monarchy's crumbs and are frankly forging their own path. Yet, the tensions within the family refuse to be silenced, as evidenced by reports of Prince William's tantrums. In a bold move, King Charles has decided to make a public appearance alongside Prince Harry, despite his son's objections. This decision has sent shockwaves through the palace, leaving the world captivated by the ever-evolving dynamics of the royal family.